Hey, Joey, it's time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Man, I am just so pumped to be back. In case you were wondering, yes, I am a pro bass, but it's been a couple months, I think. I think it's been since like early December. So a couple weeks.
December
a couple
11th.
weeks. That was our last podcast. So over a month since our last one. But man, we're just so happy to be back. It's been way too long. We don't have a huge game plan for today, but I think this has potential to be our best one yet.
Joey, I want our fans to know that I was asking you every day during those 43 days for us to record a podcast, and you're like, no, I don't want to.
I would love to say that's true, but I think that I just have to unfortunately disagree because I think it was me. I asked faithfully every day. I prayed that God would just soften Tyler's heart to record a podcast with me. But after you're done being a student, Tyler has less obligation towards you and he doesn't like you as much. So
yeah, for sure. Because I got new ones added to the fold.
Yeah, it's tough out here, man. But here we are, man. We're back recording another episode. I'm so excited. I'm hanging out here with Ethan. Ethan, say hello. There's Ethan.
Wait, Joey,
yeah, man, we're excited to be back. I am at Brad's desk. Hold on, give me a second.
Look at that. Oh, look, you got Brad's name tag on.
I'm Brad. In the camera, it kind of looks like it says Darb, though, because it's backwards. But
yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
What's up, Darb?
But yes, I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm Darb.
We should start calling him Darb and see if he realizes why. Yeah,
John Darb.
Yeah, do you think
what's John backwards? Naj Darb.
Naj Darb. Do you
think he'll pick up on it? I'm not Naj Darb.
You're not. Yeah, yep. There you go.
Yep.
You should just write it somewhere on his desk and see if he realizes that's why.
Write something on his desk?
Yeah. You should write Naj Darb.
Naj Darb. Okay.
Naj Darb.
Piece of paper or something.
Naj. I can't even say it. Yeah. Look for a piece of paper. As you're doing that, we're like Joey said, we're glad to be back. We've missed you guys. We've gotten a handful of requests to record another one. And my response to you guys is like, why? Like, why do you want these podcasts? I don't know. But we're thankful you listen. And I hope that you will forgive us or extend some grace to us for not having podcast for the last 43 days or whatever. Look at that. Narj Darb. Darb. I can't even say it. So,
Narj Darb.
That's awesome. Well, Joe, you got anything you want to tell people?
Do I
anything new going on in your life? I don't know,
man.
I'm just trying to make small talk.
I'm just taking it one day at a time. I got all online for my classes this semester, so hopefully that'll free up some time for me. But yeah, same old. Working in Depot Street. Come and get a cup of coffee from me, and I'll be nice to you because I'm working. I have to. But yeah, just same old. Just hanging out, praising the Lord, having a good time, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What are you up? What are you up to these days, Tyler?
Man, what am I up to? Not a lot. Hanging out with my kids, things like that. Getting ready for the high school winter retreat. That's in a couple weeks. Less than 2 weeks. That's coming up soon.
Awesome.
So yeah, just doing some things like that. Starting back seminary classes, so doing some reading for that. Reading a lot, and yeah, doing pretty good. We put together a fun list for today. I'm excited about this list. A top 5 list. Maybe we'll start doing top 5s in future podcasts. Today's a very special list.
It is. What is that list?
So, this list is top 5 places to visit in Jersey Township. Okay. If you are unfamiliar with Jersey Township, let me tell you a little bit of the history of Jersey Township, according to the very reliable Wikipedia. Jersey Township is one of the 25 townships in Licking County, Ohio, United States. As of the 2020 census, the population was, Joey, what would be your guess for Jersey Township?
700.
700. It's actually 2,557.
Oh,
Now,
man.
rumor has it, when Jersey Church was started back in the day in Jersey Township, in 1981-ish, Pastor John claims that there were more cows than people. I have not verified that by the census.
I would buy that. That doesn't seem.
But that's the claim. And actually,
that's not
he's
completely unbelievable.
He's sitting down the hall right now, so I might have to go get him to ask him. But
he?
we will get him on a future podcast.
We should. He works here
for
now.
sure. He does.
I forgot about that. He still works here.
He still works here. He's been working here longer than anybody else. And so, so it was Jersey Township was established in 1820. And the township was named after New Jersey, the native state of a large share of the early settlers. See, people always told me it was because of Jersey cows. That must not be correct.
I don't think so.
But anyways, that was pretty interesting. Reading that it has a Wikipedia page. But are you ready for the list of top 5 places to visit in Jersey Township? Which is not a very big place. All right, the number one place, of course, is Jersey Church.
No surprise there.
No surprise there. Now, it can be argued, is it technically in Jersey Township? Well, right now it's not, but it was. So we'll go with that.
It's
the number 2 place. It is close enough. The number 2 place would be the North House, which is a house owned by Jersey Church. That's located just north of the church, because it has a pretty cool workout gym in it. But it's also where our young adult ministry meets, which is pretty neat. And it's just a house. Number 3 place on our list is the gas station, like the Shell gas station or whatever, on Harrison and Worthington.
Yep.
Pretty neat place, I guess. I don't know.
That's a good gas station.
It's a gas station.
They always have the Fairlife protein drinks, which I appreciate, because I feel like a lot of places you go, they're always sold out. Sheets on Broad Street, we meet there, me, Nate Walker, Ryan Folks, and Tyler, every Saturday morning, and I go to get one every time, and they're always out. So I appreciate that the Shell has them.
And they have different flavors too.
They do. They also have every flavor of Red Bull. So I get some variety there.
What is your favorite flavor of Red Bull?
Oh, man. I have a list. Do you want me to read it?
Well, we'll do that next time. How about that? How about you just give me one right now? What's the one you drank most recently?
Today, I actually had the winter edition, which is pear cinnamon.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have to say, that's my favorite right now. It's a really good one.
It's a good one.
It almost kind of tastes like apple juice, which I don't know if I've ever told anybody, but I'm an absolute fanatic for apple juice, man. I love it.
Are you really?
It's like a daily thing. I wake up and I read my Bible, and it depends on the day. I'll either have a cup of coffee or I'll have an apple juice.
What brand of apple juice is your go-to?
Mom gets the Aldi organic one, and I really like that one.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
There you go. Joey Sargent, big apple juice guy. Who knew?
Oh, man. I love apple juice.
Not me. Not me.
Now you know.
Now we know. Number 4 on our list of places to visit, Jersey Township. This is a place I've never been, but I've always wanted to go. It's the little baseball field that sits next to Jersey Elementary School. That really is not an elementary school anymore. It's more of just a storage building for Licking Heights schools. But it's a pretty cool baseball field. It actually would be a perfect field for wiffle ball, which is wiffle ball's the best. And I've always wanted to play there. I just haven't played there. So That would be number 4. Number 5 is a different one too. And number 5 is Nate Hassan's parents' house. They have a really cool property out there that has a pond and some hills and a creek and a tree. Like it's a lot of fun. We used to have a ton of student mystery events back there.
Middle school.
Did you ever
madness.
go to any student mystery events? Middle school madness there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's a legendary event right there.
I loved that, man.
Yep.
I told everybody, I hate carrots. I cannot eat carrots. I think they are the worst thing ever. But middle school madness, there was like carrot baby food, and I told everyone that I was allergic to carrots so that I didn't have to eat it. And it worked. I didn't have to eat it.
So you're a liar, is what you're telling me.
I
think we should make you have to eat carrots.
But I repented and the Lord forgave me, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the middle school madness was a lot of food games, a lot of messy, a lot of gross food games. They were good times. It's awesome. A fun property there at the Hassans.
I like their pond too.
It's a cool pond. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 honorable mentions. Red Emsweiler's property. The late Red Emsweiler. Really cool property right across the street from Jersey Church. Do baptism at the pond there. Other different events, fireworks, things like that. We've done in the past. It's a cool place. Another one is the newer fire station. Joey, do you know who that fire station is named after?
Derek. I can't remember his last name.
Derek Myers.
Yeah, whenever I hear Derek, I hear Derek and Charlotte.
Yeah, Derek and Charlotte Myers. Yep. Derek was on one of the boards for Jersey Township for a really long time, and they named the fire station after him. So the guy who helps out with carry food and winter retreat food has a fire station named after him. And so that's an honorable mention on our list. I've never been there either. But.
If you're listening to this and you're going to the high school retreat, ask him about it, and I bet you'll start a half-hour conversation.
Yeah, he'll tell you why. Fire. He acts really humble about it, but it's a pretty big deal when you got a fire station named after you.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
I don't have a fire station named after me, and I got a podcast that has 40 listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, man. Well, I guess maybe they listen a little bit. Joey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joey, we have been introducing some new songs recently in student ministry. Talk to us a little bit about some new songs and just the direction we want to go with that.
I am super excited. I think that we have a youth group that responds really, really well to new things and new experiences, and they're very good about being enthusiastic about things, even if it's not their favorite, So I'm really excited to introduce these new songs. Just last week we did Son of Suffering and Yet Not I, But Through Christ in Me. Those both went really well. I love doing hymns with you guys, doing acoustic sets, and just being able to hear you guys sing those back at me. I think it's awesome. But then coming up this Wednesday, so 2 days from now, we have Make Room by The Church Will Sing, so make sure you check that one out. That's a really good one. It is led by a female, and I'm not a female, so I will be changing the key of it. But I'm super excited for that one.
So is it like a house key or a car key?
I think it's a shed key, actually.
Oh.
So I'm going to switch it from a shed key to probably master lock key. Because those are my favorites.
Yeah, they're pretty good keys.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for that. I think that's just a good song. It's pretty catchy, so I think it'll be one that catches on pretty quick. But then after that, in the coming weeks, we will have one night, which I'm super excited for. Make sure you go to that. Bring a friend. We'll have silent disco. We're going to party. It's going to be awesome. But that night, we will have a song at the top, a short sermon, and a song at the end. The song at the top, man, we're going to do Praise You Anywhere. I forget who that's by.
Brandon Lake.
It is by Brandon Lake, but make sure you check that one out too. It's a pretty
My
hype
kids,
one, so I'm excited
my
for that.
kids love that song.
It's a good one.
Sadie goes
I
crazy
feel
for
like
that song.
lately we may have like a little lack of hype songs. So I'm excited to do that one. I think that's a good one that people can maybe clap along to, move a little bit, have some fun, sing that, praise the Lord, have fun. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to tell you what the other song is for One Night because everybody already knows it and it's a favorite of the youth group. So I'm not going to tell anybody. But then coming in after One Night, we have Make Room by The Church Will Sing. That one is going to be awesome. It talks about who Jesus is, what he did for us. It talks about how God gave us the Son and what the Son did for us. And I'm just excited for that one. I think that'll be something really worshipful for our ministry. And I'm just excited to see how it
Wait,
goes.
Joey, you said Make Room. Did you, I think you meant something else.
I meant Jesus Does by We the Kingdom. So
Yeah.
everything I just said was for Jesus Does and not Make Room. But I'm really excited for that song. We got a lot of songs, man, and I got a list right here, and I was looking at the top one instead of the next one. But make sure you check that one out too. We do have a playlist, right?
Yeah.
We have a playlist on Spotify. So make sure you go check that out. The Spotify, let me find it so you're not just left clueless. The Spotify, I'm pretty sure, is just Jersey Students.
Yep,
It is.
that's correct.
The Spotify is just Jersey Students. The playlist is called Jersey Students Worship, and the cover is a really old picture of me from when I was like 15 years old, I think.
Which we do probably need to update the picture. I'll update that today.
And there's a ton of songs on here. It's like 16 hours of music or something. 14 hours and 30 minutes. But a ton of songs, you scroll. So listen to all of those. They're all great songs. But if you scroll all the way down, you'll get to the ones that I added recently. And you'll have all of the newer songs that we've done, like Gratitude, Firm Foundation, Same God, Endless Praise, This is the Kingdom, just stuff like that. And then some songs that we're maybe thinking about doing, Make Room. We talked about Monday Morning Faith a little bit, God So Loved, From Whom All Blessings Flow, Doxology. That's a good one. Yeah, and just a couple more. And also just songs that we like. We might not do them in youth group, but just songs that we like that we just think you guys will like too. So make sure you check that out too. That's a good way to feel like you know what's going on Wednesday nights. But if you made it this far in the podcast, I want to talk to you personally. I really encourage you to listen to the songs and to know them and to just be able to worship when we play those, because it can be a little harder to like be into the worship when you don't know the songs and don't know what's going on. And that doesn't mean that you can't worship if you don't know the song, but it's just nice to know and to know the songs and to feel relevant to those. So I just encourage you to listen to those, man, and I'm super excited for what we have coming up.
Yeah, we're trying to play songs that you guys listen to. And so, you know, my hope for you is that you are listening to worship music throughout the week. You're not just when you show up on Sundays and Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. And so we want to be playing songs you guys listen to. And so that's a goal with that as well, but also making that playlist available for you. We have a few other playlists there too. We always add a playlist from one of our big events, like Care Week or Summer Camp, songs that are played often, Super Summer. We have those. Also, we have a really cool playlist for it's what's called like For an Anxious Heart. That's an awesome playlist too. I really encourage you to listen to that in times of trouble. Yeah. It's awesome. So we're excited about the new songs and stuff.
Yeah. Man, one of these has 12 likes. Your playlist has 12 likes.
Which one?
Summer Camp 22.
Is that good or bad that it has 12 likes?
That's pretty much famous, man. We have like 30 listeners, so that's
awesome.
That's insane.
So go like some more of those podcasts on the Jersey
Yeah.
Students account or channel or person or thing like that on
Yes.
the Spotify.
Yeah,
But
and let us know what you think about those.
for sure. Joey, I got a question for you.
What's up?
So the other day, I was at a Licking Heights walk-ins basketball game, talking to a parent, one of our Jersey students, actually a couple of our Jersey students, and the parent requested some new Gen Z slang that they can just engage in typical conversation with their child. What is Gen Z slang, like a phrase or a word that we can teach the people this week?
All right. Shout out Jason Cottle, one of our loyal listeners. I just, I think he deserves to be named. I think people need to know who the credit should be given to for this wonderful information that's about to be shared.
He's a good guy. He's a principal. Did you know this, Joe? He's a principal at Bexley High School and Middle School. So I think he should play this podcast
I'll
for
give him
all
one
of his
that cannot be perceived as any. What's that?
I think he should play the podcast for all of his students at school. It should be part of their curriculum in order to graduate.
True. Yeah.
So
put that on
that
the
for
intercom. That's every episode counts for one credit, so make sure that you listen to those or you will not graduate.
Maybe you can bring us into the morning announcements.
Yes,
since I'm
man,
sure
that would be
the whole
sick.
school listens to us.
Where's he principal at?
Bexley.
Oh, okay. All right. Sweet.
Yeah, have you heard of
we'll
Bexley?
Have to talk to him.
Yeah.
Nope, I've never heard of that.
You used to live in Whitehall, so of course you know Bexley.
Is that like Narnia? Like, do you have to go through something to get there?
I don't get your Harry Potter references.
I think you're lying to me. I don't think Bexley's real. All right. What was... Oh, okay. Gen Z slang. So this isn't even really like super Gen Z-y, but it is something that my generation says a lot. So everybody knows that like something like makes you cringe, that's like a cringy thing. Like if Tyler hit the dab right now, I would probably cringe a little bit, So
You're
just
welcome.
like that. You see that was cringy. But I think that's a good one.
You want me to griddle?
To just keep. Oh, we might have to end it right there. That was awful. See, that was cringe right there. Tyler's giving us prime examples right here.
I full sended the griddle.
So this is this is specifically directed towards Jason Cottle because I know that he wants to mess with Cameron a little bit. Next time Cameron's like picking on his sister or not doing his homework or something, tell him he's being cringe, bro. Be like, Cameron, what's up with this cringiness, bro? And you can also throw some swag in there. Be like, that's not very swag, Cameron. So you can call him cringy. You can tell him something's cringe. Tell him he's the cringiness. Tell him he's not swag. But maybe also be nice to him because that's important too.
Yeah. But, and this isn't just for Jason. It goes for any parent out there.
Yeah.
Call your kid cringe.
Yeah.
They might be calling you cringe. Yeah. And now you know what it means when they call you cringe.
Pride is evil, man. So you got to keep your kids humble. So make sure that you tell your kids. I would recommend on a daily basis that you tell your kids that they're cringe.
So is this Joey Sarson parenting advice? Humble your children. All right. Okay.
Tell them they're cringe, man.
All right. Well, I'll make sure your parents are.
My dad, he tells me that, man. My dad's he's a registered counselor, so he actually told me that the average teenager needs to be told 7 to 12 times a day that they're cringe. And he delivers on that, man, and it keeps me humble. You know, that's why I'm wearing sunglasses, man. I'm humble. My future is bright because of my humbleness, so I got to wear sunglasses. But 7 to
man.
12 times a day, parents, I recommend that you tell your kids they're cringe. And I think Ethan would agree. Right, Ethan?
Ethan better not be listening. He's supposed to be doing
That
work.
means yes. Ethan is definitely listening to this. He can't hear you, but he hears everything I'm saying.
He's supposed to be doing work because I'm not doing work right now, doing the podcast.
He's watching now. Oh, that's cringe, Ethan. That's cringe.
What did he say?
Oh, he said the podcast is cringe. I think that's fireable.
Well, yeah. Hopefully he still wants a job. Needs to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He said blue light glasses aren't cringe. He doesn't even need those, man, because he's cringe.
unbelievable.
He said my Pro Bass hat is cringe.
Isn't it Bass Pro?
Yeah, no, it's not. And I think actually being a Pro Bass is pretty swag, if you ask me. So,
Oh yeah.
I think that's enough Gen Z talk. But I hope that was a helpful tip to all the parents out there that listen. If you're a kid, you might need to inform your parents of this. I think it's vitally important.
Yep.
But
I agree.
You got anything else? Anything else, Tyler?
I think we'll just let people know about the future. Hopefully, having some more interviews here in the future. Todd Smelter. We asked him about 3 minutes before we went live. Apparently, he claimed he was busy.
Cringe.
Pastor John, we'll try to get him on here sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
Ellie Mosley, we'll have her on at some point. And so she's a big time listener and has quoted multiple previous episodes to me, word for word. And so
I think something we also need to think about more student interviews like we did at summer camp, just with a small mic, just on the spot, no warning. I think that might be good.
Maybe we'll do that this Wednesday. I guess we'll have to see.
That'd be a good idea for one night, man.
One night's gonna be awesome. Make sure you guys are inviting friends to it. February 7th. We're gonna have a ton of fun. So we'll do.
I won't scare your friends away. I promise. I won't interview them. So don't
worry.
We're
gonna do like a shortened service. We'll send you grow groups for like 10 minutes while we flip the room, and then you'll come back. We're gonna have a giant silent disco, which means you'll have headset. Awesome. They'll be programmed to one playlist, and God bless you. Instead of having loud music, you'll have that music in your headphones, and everyone will have the same thing. It's gonna be a disco. Yep. It's gonna be fun.
And probably don't take your headphones off because I'm gonna be singing and it's gonna sound bad.
It probably will. So,
or maybe I'll be doing leader things. Maybe I'll have to supervise.
That's scarier than you dancing and singing.
You know what? Leader Joey, man. This was not my decision to be fair.
Leader Joey. The leadership board chose you.
I'm not 100% sure if any of the 6th graders listen. This probably isn't super entertaining to them. Just a bald guy in a Pro Bass hat, man.
They're a pretty serious bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, man. They don't play. They're not cringe.
Yeah. Well, Joey, let's cut off the episode because I was hoping to be under 30 minutes. We're getting really close.
Sounds
to that.
good. Guys, so happy you listened. So happy we're back. I pinky promise, the biggest pinky promise ever, we will have more episodes. We will deliver on that. All right? So be on the lookout for those. Come to one night, listen to the new songs. We'll put those in the show notes so you don't have to rewind the video 16 times to figure those out. So, yeah, we hope you have a great day. We hope you enjoyed this podcast.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, don't be cringe.